Hi, my name is Ellen, and this is my sister Anna. For about a year, she's been helping me build up my van Betsy to a home on wheels. And this is our first trip in Betsy together through Germany. And like any other great adventure, there's an unavoidable end. Some more dramatic than others.
Jeg har lige åbnet hvad jeg sover.
My sister and I have been staying at a campsite for about 3 days, and honestly, it's been awesome. A really nice touch about staying at a campsite is that we already know where we'll be sleeping at night. And the benefit from that is we can drive to a destination and go explore that area for a few days.
Er det sådan lige voldsomt nok? Ej, okay. Nej. Og så gå op ad den gule lidt, og så gå ned ad den røde bagfra.
Undskyld, det er en, der snakker.
Pas du på? Oh my god. Okay. Ej, for fanden. Kæmpe vandretur.
Nej.
Finder du noget map i?
Ja.
Map i?
Map? Map tager jeg mod slottet. Jeg tog mobilerne.
Livsøs nu her.
Vi har ikke været den der.
Det har vi ikke. Men dog.
Den skal også have den virkelig dig. Brug for træve og brug for chips.
Oh my god.
So what I've experienced already is when living on the road, comforts of a stationary home is stripped away. This definitely differs to your setup and your way of traveling, but in my case, I feel like I have all my basic needs. I can sleep in a bed, I have water, a toilet, and a safe space to protect myself from my surroundings. Even with this simple setup and lifestyle, it can be even more complicated than that of a traditional home. This might sound counterintuitive, but let me explain. In a normal home, if you want water, you just turn on the faucet. However, when you're living in a van, you need to collect the water and then have a way to access it. However, in my case, I basically just have a bucket and I need to dispose of my own waste, which is not a glamorous task. All these small inconveniences can be a bit tiring, but I think it's so worth it with the things I get to experience. But would I include some of these comforts into my own setup? Probably not. I, from the get-go, always wanted a simple setup. I know my whole van. I came up with the initial drawings, ideas, and even figured out electrical, which I had no prior experience with. So even though the contrast to a campsite and my van itself is huge to me, I wouldn't inconvenience myself of future issues just to have some comforts added to my setup.
Jeg henter nogle popcorn. Skal du have nogen med? Nej tak. Nogen tyssede på os bagfra, kommet ind i biografen for at være sikker. Jeg kunne høre rædselsskrig fra højtalerne, så jeg vidste, at jeg havde ventet længe nok.
Ja. Kan du ikke affald ud først? Så jeg kunne have den her på fødderne.
Anna and I have been traveling together for about a week, so it's been such a good experience with lots of laughs. But like every trip, there is an unavoidable end. Even though I would love for Anna to stay for the remaining trip, this was not possible. Anna had some plans back in Denmark she needed to attend to, so I need to drop her off at the airport in München. But like any other thing, there can always happen something unexpected.
Jeg har lige ordnet, hvad jeg sover.
I've mentioned in a previous episode that I had some filters replaced, and one of them was leaking at the time. We fixed that before the trip and didn't have any issues with the remaining filters. Until now. Hello. So it started leaking from my oil filter. It was only dripping a bit, but I was a bit worried if it would cause any issues. After consulting with my parents, we decided to top off the oil and start driving to the airport. We thought we were in a bit of a time crunch, so we wanted to drop Anna off at the airport first, and then I would go to a mechanic after that. So Anna found me a mechanic near the airport, which was so sweet and that helped me stay calm.
Søster kommer hjem overhovedet. Ej, lad være. Gider du lige? Kan du lige lægge dig ned og se, om der er noget? Kan du lige se, når jeg tænder den igen? Nå, vi ses.
This was such a bittersweet goodbye. Even though the plan from the beginning was to do Vanlife solo, it still felt pretty intimidating. I will be honest, so I did feel okay, excited and sad at the same time, and a bit overwhelmed. It wasn't like I was going on an adventure right away to look forward to. No, I had to go to mechanic alone for the very first time with an issue I didn't know would be fixable. So if you want to see how I deal with that and if Betsy gets fixed, well, you just have to stay tuned for the next video.
We relax.
I'll see you then.